from 1920s to the 1960s, was a time when cinema's most iconic stars lit up the silver screen, creating timeless works that still captivate audiences today. That is why it is called the golden era of Hollywood. While many of these greats have passed, surprisingly many of them are still with us, continuing to inspire with their enduring presence and extraordinary legacies. In this video, we'll celebrate the Hollywood Golden Age stars who are still alive. Cliff Richard. Cliff Richard, born Harry Roger Webb in 1940, is an iconic British singer and actor whose career has spanned over 6 decades, making him one of the UK's most enduring entertainers. Often dubbed the British Elvis due to his charismatic stage presence and significant influence on the early British rock and roll scene, Cliff Richard's impact on music, film, and British pop culture is immense. Richard's journey began in the late 1950s when rock and roll was exploding across the world. Unlike many of his contemporaries, Cliff managed to blend the rebellious energy of rock with a wholesome image that appealed to the entire family. His breakthrough came with the hit song Move It, released in 1958, which is still considered one of the first authentic British rock and roll records. This success paved the way for a career that would produce numerous chart-topping singles and albums. One of his most famous hits, Living Doll, released in 1959, topped the UK charts and is remembered as a classic. Richard's ability to continually reinvent his sound allowed him to remain relevant through the changing music landscape. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, songs like We Don't Talk Anymore showcased a more contemporary pop style, proving his versatility and appeal to new generations of listeners. Over the years, Cliff Richard has sold over 250 million records worldwide, affirming his status as one of the best-selling music artists of all time. Beyond music, Cliff Richard also ventured into acting, appearing in several films and television shows. Notably, he played a small but memorable role in the biopic Rocketman 2019, which tells the story of fellow British music legend Elton John. His involvement in the film highlighted his respected status within the music industry and his connection to Britain's rich musical history. Despite decades of fame, Cliff Richard has managed to maintain a relatively private personal life, which is unusual for a star of his magnitude. He is known for his deep Christian faith and has incorporated this spirituality into both his music and his public persona, further setting him apart in the entertainment world. Cliff Richard's contribution extends beyond entertainment. He has been honored multiple times for his services to music, receiving awards including a knighthood from Queen Elizabeth II in 1995. His influence can be seen in many British artists who followed him, and his songs continue to receive airplay and admiration. At 83 years old, Cliff Richard remains active in music and public appearances, proving that his passion for entertainment and his connection with fans have not faded. His career is a remarkable testament to longevity, adaptability, and genuine talent in the ever-evolving world of popular music. Frankie Avalon. Frankie Avalon, born Francis Thomas Avalon on September 18, 1940, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, is an American singer, actor, and former teen idol whose career flourished primarily in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Raised in an Italian-American family, Avalon's talents were nurtured early on. He was a trumpet prodigy as a child, receiving lessons from his father. His musical background was strong before he gained fame as a pop singer. As a teenager, Avalon performed with the band Rocco and the Saints, a stepping stone that exposed him to the entertainment industry. Avalon's rise to fame began in earnest when he started appearing on the popular Philadelphia-based television show American Bandstand, which showcased up-and-coming pop stars. His good looks, charm, and clean-cut image quickly made him a teen idol and the prototype for similar stars such as Bobby Redell and Fabian. Under the guidance of manager Bob Marcucci, and with the support of songwriter-producers, Avalon released a series of chart-topping hits. His first major success was Daddy Dinah in 1958, which reached the top 10 in the U.S. Perhaps Avalon's most famous songs were Venus, 1959, and Why, 1960, both of which climbed to number 1 on the Billboard charts and consolidated his status as a leading pop star. Throughout this period, Avalon had more than 20 hits, including memorable singles like Just Ask Your Heart, I'll Wait for You, and Bobby Socks to Stockings. Though his music career slowed down after the early 1960s, Avalon managed a lasting legacy with these hits. Aside from singing, Frankie Avalon also carved out a notable acting career. He became widely recognized as one of the stars of the 1960s youth-oriented Beach Party film series, where he was paired with actress and singer Annette Funicello. These light musical comedy films captured the carefree spirit of American beach culture and became a beloved franchise, enhancing Avalon's popularity beyond music. In addition, Avalon appeared in other films such as The Alamo, 1960, where he played Smitty, and notably had a role as the teen angel in the hit musical Grease, 1978, performing the memorable number Beauty School Dropout. Frankie Avalon continued performing into the 21st century, appearing in nostalgia tours and live shows with fellow 1960s stars. His collaborations with Funicello also extended into the late 1980s with the film Back to the Beach, 1987. Despite the passage of decades, Avalon maintains a presence in pop culture. Revered as a symbol of the early rock and roll era and 1960s youth entertainment, beyond music and film, Avalon has authored a cookbook reflecting his Italian heritage, showcasing his multidimensional personality. With a career spanning 6 decades, Frankie Avalon's influence on American pop music and film remains significant. Celebrated for his musical talents, screen presence, and status as a beloved teen idol of his time. His legacy endures through his timeless songs and iconic roles, marking him as an important figure in entertainment history. Jill St. John, born Jill Arlen Oppenheim on August 19, 1940, in Los Angeles, California, is a celebrated American actress whose career spans several decades. Distinguished by her versatility and iconic roles, particularly in the 1960s and 1970s. She began her journey in the entertainment industry remarkably early, making her stage debut at the age of 5 and appearing on television by the time she was 6, which marked the start of a lifelong career in acting. Throughout the 1960s, Jill St. John became a popular figure in film and television, known for her charm, wit, and screen presence. One of her critical early successes was in the 1963 comedy Come Blow Your Horn, which earned her a Golden Globe nomination and established her as a rising star in Hollywood. Over the years, she portrayed a variety of roles ranging from comedic to dramatic parts, demonstrating an ability to navigate different genres with ease. She appeared in films such as The Oscar, 1966, and Tony Rome, 1967, where she starred opposite Frank Sinatra, solidifying her position as a leading lady of her time. Jill St. John is perhaps best known internationally for her trailblazing role as Tiffany Case in the James Bond film Diamonds Are Forever, 1971. Her character was notable for being the first American Bond girl, and she brought a strong, independent, and charismatic persona to the iconic franchise. Acting alongside Sean Connery's James Bond, St. John's performance helped to broaden the appeal of the Bond series and left a lasting impression on fans worldwide. Her Bond girl was not only a love interest but also a resilient and outspoken character, setting a standard for future female leads in the franchise. Beyond her film career, Jill St. John also made numerous television appearances, including roles in TV movies and series, as well as stage performances that highlighted her range as an actress. During the late 1960s and early 1970s, she sought more control over her career choices, aiming to portray more substantial roles that reflected her evolving aspirations as an artist. Outside of acting, Jill St. John has shown her talents extend beyond the screen. She is known for her culinary skills, having written cookbooks and made appearances on cooking shows, highlighting her passion and skills in the kitchen. On the personal front, Jill St. John has had a notable life story as well, including high-profile relationships and marriages, most famously her marriage to actor Robert Wagner in 1990, which has endured over the years. Jill St. John's career is a testament to her talent, resilience, and adaptability in a competitive industry. From a precocious child actress to a glamorous movie star and cultural icon, she has left an indelible mark on Hollywood. Her legacy endures not only through her memorable roles, but also as a pioneering figure who helped shape the portrayal of women in film during a transformative era for cinema. Even as she has stepped back from the spotlight, Jill St. John's influence continues to be celebrated by fans and filmmakers alike. George Hamilton, born George Stevens Hamilton on August 12, 1939, in Memphis, Tennessee, is a distinguished American actor recognized for his suave style, perpetual suntan, and charismatic presence both on and off the screen. His career, which began in the late 1950s, quickly established him as an elegant leading man in Hollywood with a unique charm and debonair image. Hamilton's entry into acting came with early roles in films like Crime and Punishment, USA 1959, for which he won the Golden Globe Award for Most Promising Newcomer, and was nominated for a BAFTA Award, signaling his potential as a rising star. Over the 1960s, he built a substantial body of work, including roles in Where the Boys Are, 1960, a film that became a youth cultural touchstone, and biographical films such as Act 1, 1963, portraying playwright Moss Hart, and Your Cheatin' Heart, 1964, where he took on the role of country singer Hank Williams. His performances in these films were well regarded and showcased his versatility. George Hamilton's career is notable not just for his acting, but also for his highly publicized lifestyle. Famous for his perpetual tan and stylish image, he became a frequent figure in society pages, known for mingling with Hollywood's elite and American high society. This glamorous persona sometimes overshadowed his professional work, but Hamilton embraced it, turning it into part of his signature appeal. Throughout the late 1960s and 1970s, Hamilton continued to act in a variety of genres, including romantic comedies like Dr. You've Got to Be Kidding, 1967, and thrillers such as Jack of Diamonds, 1967. He also made several memorable television appearances, including on popular series like Columbo and Roots. In 1971, Hamilton took a more active role behind the scenes by producing and starring in Evel Knievel, a biopic about the famous stuntman. His production work reflected his desire for greater control over his projects. Into the 1990s, Hamilton enjoyed notable roles such as the Corleone family's lawyer in The Godfather Part 3, 1990, reconnecting with audiences through prestigious projects. He maintained a steady presence on television and in films, balancing his acting career with appearances on talk shows and commercials. Beyond his professional achievements, Hamilton's iconic tan and suave style became cultural trademarks. His image was often humorously referenced, including in commercials for Ritz crackers and playful jabs in pop culture. Notably, his lifestyle was highlighted by his connections to high-profile figures, including his controversial association with President Lyndon B. Johnson's daughter, which sparked media attention. George Hamilton's long career exemplifies not only enduring talent as an actor, but also the power of image and style in Hollywood. His contributions to film and television, along with his unique personal brand, have left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Even as he continues to act and appear in public, George Hamilton remains a symbol of classic Hollywood charm and sophistication. Patrick Wayne. Patrick Wayne, born Patrick John Morrison on July 15, 1939, is an American actor best known as the second son of legendary Hollywood star John Wayne. Following in his father's footsteps, Patrick began his acting career early, making his debut at just 11 years old with a small role in his father's Western romance, Rio Grande, 1950. This experience launched a career that included over 40 films, with at least 10 of those featuring his famous father. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, Patrick took on a variety of small and supporting roles, often in westerns and adventure films. He appeared in notable films such as The Quiet Man, 1952, and The Green Berets, 1968, blending classic Hollywood Western grit with the family legacy established by his father. One of his most recognized roles alongside John Wayne was in the 1971 film Big Jake, where he portrayed the on-screen son of his real-life dad. This marked the last time the two would co-star together. While Patrick Wayne started his career deeply tied to the Western genre, in the 1970s he expanded his repertoire by embracing more genre films like science fiction and fantasy. His career peaked during this decade with roles in popular matinee films including The People That Time Forgot and Sinbad and The Eye of the Tiger, both 1977, the latter showcasing him as a heroic figure navigating magical and adventurous realms. These roles helped establish him as a leading man in family-friendly fantasy and adventure films. In addition to film, Patrick Wayne made numerous television appearances throughout the 1970s and 1980s. He guest starred on popular shows such as Charlie's Angels, Fantasy Island, The FBI, and Murder, she wrote. Besides acting, he also served as an MC on game shows and variety series, demonstrating his versatility and appeal as a TV personality. Despite never reaching the iconic stardom of his father, Patrick carved out a respectable career marked by steady work and a likable screen presence. After more than 4 decades in entertainment, he retired from acting shortly before the 2000s. Since 2003, Patrick Wayne has dedicated himself to the John Wayne Cancer Institute, serving as its chairman. The institute is a research facility committed to finding cancer cures, a tribute to his father's legacy and battle with the disease. Patrick Wayne's life and career reflect a rich legacy tied both to his own achievements and to the monumental shadow cast by his father. His roles in Western classics, sci-fi adventures, and television favorites make him a notable figure in Hollywood history, respected for his enduring presence and commitment to family and philanthropy. Karen Marsh. Karen Marsh, credited as Karen Marshdahl, is an American actress and dancer born on April 6, 1919, in Los Angeles, California. She is best known as one of Judy Garland's stand-ins in the classic film The Wizard of Oz, 1939, and Ziegfeld Girl, 1941. Karen Marsh's career highlights span from the late 1930s through the 1940s, making her a notable figure from Hollywood's golden age. Karen's entry into the entertainment world began with her passion for dancing. She auditioned and was cast as a dancer in Eleanor Powell's Rosalie, 1937, which marked the start of her show business career. Standing at just 5 feet tall, she was often referred to as a pony in dance troupes, distinguishing her from the taller showgirls. Her dancing talent and physical similarity to Judy Garland led to her being selected as Garland's stand-in, a key role during the filming of The Wizard of Oz. This meant she would stand in for Garland during lighting setups and other scenes, and her feet were actually used for the famous ruby slippers shots in the film. Beyond her work as Garland's stand-in, Marsh also appeared in minor and uncredited roles in several major MGM productions, including a small part in Gone with the Wind and credited roles in films like Secrets of a Sorority Girl, 1945, and Navajo Kid, 1945. Her acting career showcased her ability to transition beyond dance into character roles. In 1947, she gained recognition as Miss Sky Lady of the Year due to her performances, and began reducing her acting work to focus more on dance and other interests. Karen's life outside the spotlight was marked by resilience. She survived a fatal plane crash in 1949 that tragically killed many passengers, but left her with moderate injuries. In 1950, she married Bill Dahl, who was a press agent for the famed producer Mike Todd. The couple traveled extensively, and Karen eventually became a respected dance instructor. Today, Karen Marshdahl is recognized not only for her contributions as a dancer and actress, but also as one of the last surviving members from the golden era of classic Hollywood cinema. She continues to participate in Wizard of Oz reunions and Western film festivals, celebrating her lasting legacy in entertainment history. Her career reflects the dedication and talent of performers who worked both on-screen and behind the scenes during an iconic period of film. Dolores Hart. Dolores Hart, born Dolores Hicks on October 20, 1938 in Chicago, Illinois, is a remarkable figure whose story transcends the typical Hollywood narrative. She began her career as a promising actress and quickly became a rising star in the late 1950s. Dolores is best known for her roles opposite Elvis Presley in films such as Loving You, 1957, and King Creole, 1958. She earned the distinction of being the first actress to kiss Elvis on screen, a memorable moment that cemented her place in film history. Her early career included a range of performances in films like Wild as the Wind, 1957, Where the Boys Are, 1960, and Francis of Assisi, 1961, showcasing her versatility and depth as an actress. Despite her rapid rise in Hollywood and comparisons to icons like Grace Kelly, Dolores Hart shocked the entertainment world when she made a life-changing decision at the height of her career. At just 24 years old in 1963, she left her burgeoning film career to pursue a spiritual path, entering the Benedictine Abbey of Regina Laudis in Connecticut to become a Roman Catholic nun. This choice was unexpected, especially as she was engaged to be married and preparing for what seemed to be a traditional Hollywood future. Dolores's decision was deeply personal and driven by her faith. While filming Francis of Assisi in Rome, she met Pope John XXIII, an encounter that profoundly influenced her vocation. She has spoken about the inner calling she felt, which ultimately led her to renounce fame and pursue a cloistered monastic life. Even friends and family were surprised, as she had a glamorous life ahead of her. As Mother Dolores Hart, she has become an influential figure in her religious community while also occasionally engaging with the public to share her extraordinary story. One of her remarkable contributions to popular culture is through the documentary God is the Bigger Elvis, 2011, which was nominated for an Academy Award. This film tells the story of her journey from Hollywood stardom to religious devotion, inspiring many with its themes of faith and purpose. Dolores Hart has also authored an autobiography, The Ear of the Heart, An Actress's Journey from Hollywood to Holy Vows, which offers intimate insights into her dual life experiences. Her story remains a powerful testament to the sometimes unexpected paths that life can take and showcases a rare blend of celebrity and spiritual dedication that continues to captivate and inspire many around the world. In sum, Dolores Hart's life is extraordinary, not only as a talented actress, but as a woman who made a courageous and unconventional choice to prioritize her faith over fame, leaving an indelible mark on both the entertainment industry and religious communities. Connie Stevens. Connie Stevens, born Conchetta Rosalie Ann Ingoglia on August 8, 1938, is an American actress and traditional pop singer who rose to fame in the late 1950s and early 1960s. Born in Brooklyn to musician parents, Stevens spent her early years there, before moving to rural Missouri and later relocating to Los Angeles with her father at the age of 15. Her career began in 1957 with a feature film debut in Young and Dangerous, followed by roles in films such as Rockabye Baby, 1958, alongside Jerry Lewis and The Party Crashers, 1958. Stevens gained widespread recognition for her role as Cricket Blake on the ABC television detective series Hawaiian Eye, 1959-1963. This role made her a household name and showcased her charm and wit alongside co-stars Robert Conrad and Anthony Isley. Alongside acting, Stevens also successfully pursued a music career, with her single 16 Reasons reaching number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and the UK Singles Chart in 1960. Her pop hits also include Kooky, Lend Me Your Comb, and several other songs that contributed to her status as a multi-talented entertainer. During her career, Stevens made numerous guest appearances on popular TV shows such as Maverick, where she acted alongside stars like James Garner and Adam West, and variety shows with comedians like Bob Hope. She was also a regular entertainer on Hope's USO tours, entertaining troops overseas. In addition to her screen and music work, Connie Stevens made her Broadway debut with The Star-Spangled Girl in 1967, earning a Theatre World Award. She continued acting in films throughout the 1980s and 1990s, appearing in Tapeheads, 1988, Grease 2, 1982, and Love Is All There Is, 1996. She also directed and produced the 2009 film Saving Grace B. Jones, which was inspired by elements of her own childhood. Stevens has experienced a colorful personal life, including marriages to actor James Stacy and singer Eddie Fisher, with whom she had 2 daughters, Jolie and Tricia Lee Fisher, both of whom followed their mother into acting careers. After facing financial difficulties in the 1990s, Stevens reinvented herself as a successful entrepreneur with a lucrative career in infomercials and her own beauty line. Today, Connie Stevens is remembered as a vivacious presence in both television and music from the golden era of Hollywood. Known for her enduring talent, resilience, and ability to reinvent herself across multiple facets of the entertainment industry, Connie Stevens, an American actress and singer born Conchetta Rosalie Ann Ingoglia on August 8, 1938, is well known not only for her long and fruitful career in entertainment, but also for her dynamic lifestyle marked by versatility, resilience, and reinvention. Her journey through Hollywood's golden age to modern times reflects a life that balances glamour, artistry, business savvy, family dedication, and charitable engagement. Stevens grew up in Brooklyn, New York, in a musical family before moving to Missouri and then to Los Angeles with her father as a teenager. From a young age, she developed a passion for performing, practicing acting and singing, which she began pursuing professionally in the late 1950s. Her big break came with appearances in films like Rockabye Baby, 1958, alongside Jerry Lewis, and notably her TV role as Cricket Blake on the popular series Hawaiian Eye, 1959-1963. Her on-screen presence was complemented by musical success with hits like 16 Reasons in 1960, cementing her status as a multi-talented star. Lifestyle-wise, Stevens followed a dynamic balancing act between her public career and private life. She married twice, first to actor James Stacy and later to singer Eddie Fisher, with whom she had 2 daughters, Jolie and Tricia Lee Fisher, both of whom became actresses. Her family life remained a priority even as she navigated the ups and downs of Hollywood stardom. During periods when acting slowed down, particularly while raising her daughters, Stevens transitioned to her music career and performed in nightclubs, including major Las Vegas venues, where she developed a reputation as a captivating live performer. Despite success, Stevens faced financial challenges in the 1990s, a period she overcame by reinventing herself as a businesswoman. She launched a successful cosmetics and skincare line called Forever Spring and opened a day spa in Los Angeles, reflecting her entrepreneurial spirit and interest in health and beauty. This pivot allowed her to maintain financial independence and proved she was much more than just a performer. Stevens has also been very active in charitable and humanitarian causes. She founded the Wind Feather Project to provide scholarships to Native American students, supported CancerGroup.com, and has been recognized with various humanitarian awards, including the Lady of Humanities Award and Humanitarian of the Year recognition. Her social contributions show a strong commitment to giving back and supporting communities in need. In creative pursuits beyond acting and singing, Stevens made her directorial debut in 1997 with the documentary A Healing, focused on Red Cross nurses during the Vietnam War, which won accolades and shows her interest in important historical and human issues. She also wrote, produced, and directed Saving Grace B. Jones, 2009, a feature film inspired by her childhood experiences, which highlights her storytelling talents and dedication to meaningful cinema. Connie Stevens' lifestyle today reflects a blend of artistic passion, business acumen, family values, and philanthropy. Residing in Studio City, California, she continues to participate in occasional nightclub performances and supports the careers of her daughters while enjoying the fruits of a rich and varied life. Her ability to evolve from a teenage starlet to a respected businesswoman and humanitarian illustrates a remarkable journey of resilience and reinvention. Her story is a testament to a lifestyle marked by adaptability, creative expression, and commitment to causes larger than herself, defining her not only as an entertainer but as a multifaceted woman who maximized her talents and opportunities across multiple decades.